Today's topic is energy density of an electric field. गल्ला बंद करो ये. Now we know that if A is the area of the plates, epsilon naught is permittivity, D is the spacing, C is the capacitance, then C is equal to A epsilon naught upon D. पता है ना? हुण बोलो. Also, the strength of electric field between the plates is given by where sigma is charge density. Is it clear? And sigma is equal to charge per unit area. என்ன இருந்தானா बोलो. Therefore, charge is equal to sigma multiplied by area. And from this relation, if we put the value of sigma, which is equal to E upon E into epsilon naught, E into epsilon naught into A. So therefore, Q comes out to be E epsilon naught into A. Equation number 2. Now put the value Q1. Now second one also, C energy stored is equal to 1 by 2 Q square by C. Now put the value of Q in this equation. It will become 1 by 2 C into Q square E epsilon naught A whole square. Clear? And another thing we have to do, this one. Now put the value of C from equation 1 also. And what is the value of C? A epsilon naught upon D. It will become 1 by 2 E square epsilon naught square A square D divided by A epsilon naught. Epsilon naught A. Clear? Therefore, what we get? We get U is equal to, what is U? 1 by 2 E square epsilon naught AD. E square epsilon naught AD divided by 2. Now if we bring this a here, then it will become u divided by a is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught d epsilon naught e square. Now what is this? This is energy per unit. What is a into d? Now this portion is area A, and this portion is D. Now if I multiply A with D, what I will get? It will become volume. So therefore this ratio is energy per unit volume, and this ratio is known as energy density. So therefore energy density is defined as, how it is defined as, the energy stored per unit volume. This is called energy density. So therefore if you talk about the SI unit, then energy density as dash as SI unit. Now what is the dash? Dash की होना एनर्जी का की होंदा एनर्जी का की होंदा जूल होंदा ना वॉल्यूम का की होंदा आई थिंक आही होंदा ना तो जूल पर क्यूबिक मीटर. This is the SI unit of energy density. समझ लगी? तो expression for the energy density is this one. So therefore energy density is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square. So therefore you can see that energy density, it is depending upon two factors. Number one, medium. Number two, the electric field strength. More will be the electric field strength, more will be the energy density, because this is the energy per unit volume. And therefore one thing is to remember that in a capacitor the energy is stored in the capacitor in the form of electric field. If the energy stored is more, then energy density will also be more. So this is a small topic about the energy density. Many times question has been asked in the CBSE, derive the expression for the energy stored in the capacitor and hence also write the expression for the energy density. तो इतना करना तुझे समझ लगी है, ठीक है? You can see this one. I have used three formula: 1, 2, 3. These three formula are the we can say that these are used to derive the expression for the energy density. what we do, fourth formula we use kita asi, this one. What is this? The expression for the energy. You have to derive this expression, then you have to use these three formula and you have to find the expression for the energy density. Actually you have to put the value of a C and Q. Now to find the value of the we can say that Q, we have to use the expression for the sigma, and to find the value of sigma we have to use the expression for E. So therefore by using these two expressions in combination, actually we are calculating the value of Q and we have to put the value of C directly here. Therefore here we are using equation 1, 2 and we have to put the values in this equation of the energy stored in the capacitor. After writing the values you know very well what happens, and therefore at last we get this expression. Next one is loss of energy. Loss of energy in redistribution of charge, या सी इसमें भी कहते हैं loss of energy when capacitors are connected together. So therefore this is our next article, loss of energy when the two capacitors are connected together, or we can say that loss of energy in the redistribution of charge. Whatever the title will be and the answer will be same. First of all, to drive the article we have to consider two things. We are having two capacitors with the capacities C1 and C2, clear, and they are having the potentials V1 and V2. These are the potential, clear. Now energy stored in capacitor 1, it will be equal to 1 by 2 C1 V1 square, and energy stored in capacitor 2 will be 1 by 2 C2 V2 square. Now I will change this one because electric field and energy they will be confusing. Here I will write down U1 and U2. These are the energy stored in the capacitors, U1 and U2. Now therefore total energy before connecting, will be equal to U1 plus U2, that is equal to 1 by 2 C1 V1 square plus 1 by 2 C2 V2 square. This is equation number 1. Now what we do, we connect the capacitors together. Now when we connect the capacitors together, then what happens, they will be connected like in this way. If this is a one capacitor and this is the second capacitor, then we connect them together, then this will become an example of a parallel combination. In this case, whenever we will connect together, then what happens, the two capacitors will be connected together and they will behave like as they are connected in parallel. Now we know this formula, C is equal to Q upon V, therefore V will be equal to Q upon C. By using this concept, we can write down the common potential when they are connected together, that will be equal to this one, Q upon C, that is total charge divided by the total capacity. Now what is the total charge? Total charge means Q1 charge on capacitor 1 plus Q2 charge on capacitor 2, and total capacity, because I have told you that is these are connected in parallel. If these are connected in parallel, then the net capacitance will be simply sum of the capacity. So therefore it will be equal to C1 plus C2. Now we have to put the value of Q1 and Q2. Again we will use this formula, C is equal to Q upon V, Q is equal to C into V. So therefore it will become C1 V1, that will be Q1, and Q2 will be equal to C2 V2. This one, from this formula, Q is equal to CV. For capacitor 1, potential was 1, the Q1 will become C1 V1. And similarly, we know this formula, Q is equal to CV, and therefore for the capacitor 2, potential is 2, and Q2 will become C2 V2. So therefore Q1 is equal to C1 V1, Q2 is equal to C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. So therefore this is the common potential expression for the common potential C1 V1 plus C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. Now we got the potential, clear, and we can say that know the combination capacitance. So therefore energy after connection. Now when we connect them together, now after connecting them together, then their energy, that is U dash, it will be equal to what? It will be equal to 1 by 2. Now because potential when they will be connected together like this one, now they will be like this one, and what will happen, the charge will move either from one or from the other side, from say C1 to C2. Then what will happen, after some time the charge will stop to move, cease to move from one charge to another. Why? Because if the potential of C1 is greater than C2, then the charge will move from C1 to C2, and this movement will remain till the potentials become equal. So therefore when the potentials become equal, after that the further movement of the charge will not be there. So therefore in this way, this is the common potential. When this common potential is attained, then further movement of the charge will not be there. So therefore after connecting them together, what will be the total energy? Energy stored in the capacitor 1, that is C1 V square plus 1 by 2 C2 V square. Now this V is not V1 and V2. This V, these are what? These are common potential. Clear? So therefore now what we will do? Now we will move further. V and V, this is a common potential, we will take it out. So what will become? U dash, this is the final energy, total energy stored, it will become 1 by 2. I will repeat this expression, C1, that is C1 V square plus 1 by 2 C2 V square 1 by 2 C1 1 by 2 is also common. C1 plus C2 V square. Now we will put the value of V here. What is the value of V? V is this one. We will put this value C1 V1 plus C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. It will become 1 by 2 C1 plus C2. And what is the value of the V? C1 V1 plus C2 V2, C1 V1 plus C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. Let me check it. This one. C1 plus C2 whole square. Clear? So therefore, this is equation. Let us say this is equation number which. Let us give this is equation number 1. This is equation number 2, and this is equation number 3. Clear? Now, equation 3 gives total energy after combining, and equation 1, this is equation 1. This equation 1, it gives the total energy before combining, or we can say that of connecting them together. Better will be to write on connecting them together. So therefore, what will be the loss of energy? So loss of energy is what? Loss of energy will be equal to the difference of equation 1 and 2. Okay? Loss of energy will be loss of energy. I will write down can be found by subtracting equation 3 from 1. So therefore, loss of energy is equal to U minus U dash. I think it is U dash, and here it is U. Clear? So this one minus equation number 3. What we will get? 1 by 2 C1 V1 square V2 square, and 1 by 2 C1 plus C2 C1 V1 C2 V2 C1 V1 C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. C1 plus C2 whole square. I think now we will solve it. 1 by 2 C1 V1 square 1 by 2 C2 V2 square minus 1 by 2 C1 plus C2 C1 V1 C2 V2 divided by C1 plus C2 square. Now this will be cancelled out. C1 plus C2, this is square, and this will be cancelled out. And what is left? C1 V1 square C2 V2 square minus C1 V1 plus C2 V2 whole square divided by 2 C1 plus C2. I think 1 by 2 is common. We can take it out. 1 by 2. What is left? C1 V1 square, C2 V2 square minus, I will open this bracket, A square B square plus 2 AB divided by C1 plus C2. ठीक है, इसनू लिखना पैना दोबारा, तो what I will do, I will copy this one, now it will be equal to 1 by 2. Now LCM will be C1 plus C2. C1 plus C2, and I will multiply it. It will become C1 square V1 square plus C1 C2 V1 square plus C1 C2 V2 square plus C2 square V2 square minus, now I will open this bracket. ये समझ लगी मैं किस तरह लिखा है? हेलो, minus, open this bracket, it will become C1 square V1 square minus C2 square V2 square minus 2 C1 C2 V1 V2. now कुछ cancel हो रहा है. C2, now I will use this one here, C2 square V2 square, C2 square V2 square, these will be cancelled out. C1 square V1 square, C1 square V1 square, these will be cancelled out. Clear? And what is left, I will write down here 1 by 2 C1 C2 V1 square plus C1 C2 V2 square minus 2 C1 C2 V1 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. 1 by 2. Now you can see here C1 C2 C1 C2 C1 C2, these are common, we can take it out. C1 C2, and what is left? V1 square, what is this? V2 square minus, what is this? 2 V1 V2 divided by C1 plus C2. Now see this bracket. In this bracket you can see that this is A square B square minus 2AB. Clear? दिखाई दे रहा है ना साफ साफ? So therefore it will be equal to 1 by 2 C1 C2 V1 minus V2 whole square divided by C1 plus C2. So this is the total energy. Now you can see from this expression, that this is the final expression. Now it will be always positive, कभी भी negative नहीं हो सकता. Positive किस तरह? Because 1 by 2 its fixed value, C1 C2 are capacities, these are always positive, and C1 plus C2, this is a summation, it will be always positive, it cannot be negative. Now if you talk about V1 and V2, then if V1 is greater than V2, then it will be positive, but if V2 is greater than V1, then it will be negative, but because of this square, that negative will again become positive. So therefore this answer will be always positive. Means what we have done, we have subtracted the energy before the combination minus energy after the combination. It means whenever we will combine the capacitors together, there will be always loss of energy will be always loss, and that will be loss in the form of sound, in the form of heat, in the form of spark, means light. So therefore, whenever the two capacitors are joined together, always there will be loss of energy. Means if you are having capacitors, one capacitor, it will having energy some U, and if we are having energy a capacitor 2, it is having energy U2, and U1 plus U2 will be greater than what we will get the energy after the combination. After the combination is U dash. So therefore there will be always loss of energy, and the loss of energy is given by this expression, C1 C2, C1 plus C2, V1 minus V2. So this is all about the loss of energy when the two capacitors are joined together.